social media marketing can be the game changer that saves your writing career. Stick around because I'm going to show you how you can use social media to build an audience and get your story in front of new readers. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie Forslind. I'm an author, growth marketer, business owner, and this is a topic that is very, very close to my heart because I know from personal experience how much this can affect your life. And today we're going to deep dive into a topic that every modern writer needs to understand, and that is social media marketing. Whether you are an aspiring novelist, poet, or any kind of writer, social media, it's no longer an option and, a nice to have as an author. It's something that everyone needs to have. It's your job to understand how you can use it to your benefit, because you need it to reach out to your audience and promote your work. Why, you wonder? Because you need to be present where your readers are. And I know that back in the days, maybe you didn't need to work as hard on promoting yourself and stuff like that. But we live in a global age where there are millions of books that are published each and every single year. And to be honest, for potential readers, there are a lot of things trying to grab their attention. There are a lot of books that they could potentially choose from. And for them to find yours, you need to be present in the social media platforms where they are. Because, it doesn't matter how good your book is. If no one knows it exists, then no one will find it. And no one will recommend it to another person. So if you're ready to take control over your career, keep watching. There's going to be a bonus tip in the end that I think no writer can live without. But before we dive into a step-by-step guide, let's quickly cover some essentials. To start, you need 3 things. First one is that you need to choose a platform. And why do you need to choose only one? Because if you choose one, the one preferably where your audience is because you need to master that one. And once you've done that, you can add another one and another one. But if you try to do it all, you won't have time and you won't learn anything, because different platforms have different algorithms and you need to understand them. I mean, unless you work in professional marketing like I do, you probably won't keep up to speed, because that in itself is sort of a full-time job. So master one and understand how your audience works in that one. And I would definitely recommend that you have a hard think about who is my target audience for the kinds of books that I write. Maybe you write young adult or, young adult, then maybe you should try to master TikTok. Or if you write for modern women, then maybe Instagram's a good choice. Do your research and look which platform suits you. But also think about what kind of content that you can actually make. So if you don't like making videos, then have a think about maybe TikTok is not for you, or can you create videos in some other way? Which brings me on to tool number 2, which is content creation tools. So there are a lot of great tools out there. One of my personal favorites is Canva. I use Canva to create anything from, TikToks to Instagrams to thumbnails here on YouTube. I used to put all kinds of stuff, so it's super easy to learn. There's a free version and there's a paid version, so get the free version right now. Just try it out. And number 3 is some basic social media knowledge. You don't have to be an expert, but you do need to understand how the different platforms work. So, if you like images and, you could occasionally make a video, then I would say probably Instagram's for you. If you prefer writing short bursts of text, then you should probably be on X. You used to be called Twitter. Or maybe you want to do videos. Maybe you want to, reach out to a younger target audience, or you like doing videos, then TikTok is for you. But do your research here and look up videos online to see how the platform works and what the requirements to grow an account there is. Now that you have the essentials in place, you're ready to move on to the next step. So now I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step guide that is specially designed for you to have a social media marketing plan. So grab a notebook and, sit down and let's do this. So first, I've already talked about this, but you need to choose your platform. Once you've done that, you have to do your research. What kinds of topics are trending? What kind of other things are authors like yourself posting on that platform? What can you contribute with? I'm not telling you to copy other people, but do get inspired by them and look what other people are creating. Try to see if they have something that you can learn from. This is so important. And also the writing community is such a great place. So a lot of people are actually, willing to share. Send them a DM and ask about the strategy that you thought up for yourself. So choose a platform and do your research whilst choosing it. And as I said before, try to base the decision on where your target audience can be found. Step number 2 is actually to set very, very clear goals. Is your goal to grow a following on social media, or is it to, have an email list where people can sign up for an email list where you send out, weekly emails or something like that? Or is your goal actually just to sell books? Or maybe your goal is to inspire other people. I don't know. But depending on what kind of goals you have here, there are different things that you can do. And I'm not going to deep dive into all of these. If you want a video with all of these, please let me know in the comments and I will do a deep dive. But it will take this video will be too long if I do it right now. But depending on what your goals are, there are different strategies for you. And remember also, so in marketing, we all often talk about something called the marketing funnel. So you need to remember, even if your goal is to sell your book, then you still need to work in different levels. So you need to work on people, the awareness level for people to even find your account. And then you need to get them interested and hook them and get them probably to follow you. And after that can lead to a purchase, lead to a conversion. So there is a marketing funnel. And as I said, depending on your goal, you need to adapt the marketing funnel for your goal. Step number 3 is to create a content calendar. I know this is probably when people start rolling their eyes. Why do I have to post, consistently? I get you, I feel you. But here's the thing. If you want progress in almost anything here in life, you need to keep on doing it again and again and again. If you want to be strong, go to the gym again and again and again. And once you're strong, you still need to keep it up. So you need to continue going to the gym. The same with writing. You need to show up and write very, very often. The same with growing a presence on social media. You need to show up, and to do that, you have a content calendar because consistency is very, very much key. And I personally use Notion to plan my social media, and then I use the scheduling tool within the platforms themselves. I'm active on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, probably some more channels, but not as active. A little bit on Facebook too. But since this is my also I work professionally with marketing and social media, so it's not an effort for me, but having a plan and creating things beforehand is really important. So think about which calendar or tool you want to use and start trying it out. And the 4th step is to engage with your audience. This is so important. We tend to forget this actually. One of the reasons why it's called social media is because it's a social platform. You're there to get to know people, and when people know you and when people like you, they're more they will trust you, which means that they will be more willing to buy your book. It's psychology. It's building relationships. And that is why you need to answer, comment, and also ask questions. And, comment on other people's posts and stuff like that. So let's take a look at some real examples. First, there's Chris Barkley, who uses his Instagram to create behind-the-scenes series on writing and learnings. He has found a very unique way to share his personal learnings on his way to become a published author. And this is something that a lot of us can relate to. And, that's why he has grown his account to 37,000 followers, which is amazing. And on TikTok, we have Ruby Rowe. She has built a massive following by sharing the tropes in her books and, sharing them on Book Talk with the Book Talk community. And she has talked about how she did this on her podcast, the Rebel Author podcast. There will be a link to it in the description box. I definitely recommend that you listen to it. It's super, super interesting. Both of these writers has turned their social media into direct pathways to their success. So here are my top tips to maximizing your social media impact. Post consistently, but don't overwhelm yourself, especially in the beginning. Start out with 3 to 5 posts or something like that, and then you can add on and only focus on one platform at a time. Find a workflow that works for you and use relevant hashtags. There are trends saying if they work and if they don't work. Try to stay up to date and see which ones are performing well and use them on your account. Engage with your followers, ask them questions, do polls, do lives, do anything, and try to learn and see what connects, what they connect with. And if you use Instagram or TikTok, use stories to add some behind the scenes and stuff that they don't see normally, because this will make your top followers, like those who engage most with you, these are usually the people that will see your story. They will feel even closer to you. And my bonus tip, which is one of the most important one, if you ask me, is to look at the data. Look at the data and see which posts are performing the best and which ones don't work. This is super important because, how, you're like, what? But how do I do this? Well, first of all, you need to switch your account from a private to professional one. This is super easy within the platform. So start by doing that and then look at the data. Look at the posts, which one performs most. When I look at my data, I can see that if I want to reach out to people who don't follow me, I need to create reels or I need to create videos, because those ones actually are shared with people outside of those who already follow me. But if I want posts to for people who are already engaging with my content, then actually on Instagram, photos and stuff work even better, because people will look at the photo and they will actually also read the text usually. So that is quite great. But I know this because I look at the data and I experiment, I try different things. And that's another thing, don't be afraid to try things, because if your post is unsuccessful, it doesn't matter. No one will see it because the algorithm won't push it out to a lot of people. And now let's talk about some of the common challenges that a lot of people face when they start trying to use social media. One major issue that a lot of people are facing is feeling overwhelmed by the amount of content that you have to create again and again and again. And my recommendation is to batch create. This is something I do myself for all my channels, and it saves me a lot of time and a lot of mind space. So usually I have slots during weekends, because I work at my day job during the week. So maybe some Sundays I will have a lot of time and I will just batch film videos for YouTube or batch film reels for Instagram or TikTok. So I will create a lot of content in batch, which saves me a huge amount of time. And then I'll just schedule it. So it will post while I can do other things like writing or hanging out with people that I love. Another challenge that you may face is low engagement on your posts. And if your posts are getting low engagement, it's not because they're bad, but it's probably because your audience don't feel connected. They don't feel like the post is for them. So you have to figure out what resonates with your followers and with the audience that you're trying to reach. And that is what I talked about. You have to try and experiment and see what kind of posts they like that they can relate to. And remember to niche down. This is super important. So only post about the niche that you choose. Maybe you choose to post about books, or maybe you choose to post about your writing, but don't post about your entire life unless you're super famous, because no one cares about everything in your life. They are there because you have a common interest that they can relate to. Wrap it up, social media marketing can seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. I would say that social media is one of the best ways for you to build an audience with readers in the long run. But choosing the right platforms, setting clear goals, and staying consistent with your content, you can turn your social media presence into a powerful tool for your writing career. And now it's your turn. I challenge you to go out and try this yourself. I would love to follow your journey. So if you're starting a writing account on any platform, drop a link to it in the comments, because I would love to follow your journey. And, send me a DM if you want me to look at your account or whatever. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to teach you. And if you want some more in-depth, how I plan my Instagram and stuff like that, let me know. I will do a workshop about it. But you have to let me know what kind of content you want me to share. I'm here for you. I'm here to teach you guys how to turn your writing dreams into a reality. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and follow me for more content like this. I will talk to you soon. Bye.